Hello everyone, this is Koka. Today I'm gonna show you how to get the cleanest 808s out of Logic Pro without using any extra plugins, without using anything advanced. Just straight, easy plugins and easy method. So let's hear the beats. It's a Kendrick Lamar type beat. I've made this beat like 2 or 3 weeks ago. If you like it, I will keep a link down in the description. It's free, and I will leave also the kick, the snare and the 808 sample for free downloading. So let's hear the beat, a short sneak peek of the beat, of course. So that's the beat. So the trick is, the key to get a clean 808 sounding is the distortion or the saturation. You don't want to have the kick sounds deep in your beat, but you have to keep it up forward, not forward like to clash with the clap or with your vocals or your hi-hat or the light lead signs or something like that. You want it to be in your mid frequencies. I will show you how. So that's the kick. I will solo the 808s. I'm sorry, the 808s. I will solo it. I will turn off all the effects, including the sidechain. So that's that's the 808 without any effects. You can hear that it's only a sine wave, a pure sine wave with just a little bit of saturation. But to have this power to keep the 808s dynamic and powerful, so you can hear it from your phone speaker, from like the cheap AirPods, or I don't know, some computer speakers, is with adding this distortion, saturation. So that's I use the distortion plugin that comes with the Logic Pro. I use like 15 dB pre-gain, drive all the way up, and then the tone in the middle. I didn't play with the tone. I choose the nasty presets from the preset tab. You can play with the preset and choose what you like. That's the growl, the pity. You can use the pity if you're making like this super distorted triple extentation sounding beats. But I like nasty. It's nasty. Some sidechain, of course. I sidechain the 808 to the kick. Just go to sidechain, insert, and choose your kick. Some saturation, more saturation this time from FabFilter. I didn't choose any preset, just play with your drive and compress and multiband compressor, like compress your low sub, I don't know, while you play with the thing, and more EQ. So that's a very important step to do, is you need to roll off all the high frequencies from your 808s. Let's hear it with all the high frequencies present. No, we don't want that. We don't want any of that. So we're gonna roll off all the high frequencies. Yeah, that sounds just right. So the 808 is just a bass. Keep it like that. It's just a bass. So it must play only on the bass frequencies. That's the sub. That's the mid bass frequencies. That's the high bass frequencies, or the mid. that's the 808s. I also that's some pro tip. Always, not always, but what I like to do is when I draw in my 808s, I always make them as long as the snare hits. So let's unmute the snare. You can hear that when the snare hits, the 808 just stops. That's to keep the 808s, to keep it more personality, more presence on your beats. You don't want it to be all the time in. And also, you can add glides. Glides are very, very important. Glides are so 2019, 2020. You can activate glides from Alchemy or from your favorite plugin or sampler or anything. Just choose for Alchemy. Of course, I use Alchemy all the time because it keys in your 808s automatically. Puts your 808s in the key without any hassle. So you just go to initialize presets, go to source A or B, it doesn't matter. Then choose import audio and choose your 808 from your drum kits folder. Then go to legato, choose legato, voices, choose one. So if you have multiple notes at the same time, they won't clash. And choose your timing. That's your glide. That's how long the glide gonna take from going to the lowest note to the upper note. I have it here on 20 milliseconds, or the rate 20%. I don't like go more than 40%. That's the maximum I can go in. And you can play also with the HDSR, the ADSR or the HDSR. Like more, I don't want any attack. I don't want the transients from the 808 to be triggered when the kick hits. So I always I play with the attack, the release, sustain, and decay. You can play with these knobs as long as you want. They won't hurt. And sometimes I do another trick is I add another sidechain plugin compressor. I use FabFilter a lot. I choose the snare. Let's choose the snare, choose sidechain, external, and play with the settings. Sometimes I love to sidechain the 808 to the snare, so the snare gonna have more presence and the 808 is gonna more powerful. But I didn't do it this time. So that's pretty much it. So the key is your saturation and the long of the saturation, the glide, and the timing of your 808s. So that's pretty much it. So let's hear more of the beats. So let's play from here to this part. The beat is gonna be the beat link is gonna be up in the description. So if you like it, you can download it. It's free. And also we'll have the 808 sample, the kick, and the snare downloadable for free. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more videos. I will be uploading more and more videos with pro tips about Logic Pro and production overall. So thank you.